The world of electric mobility stands on the edge of another transformation. In 2026, Tesla plans to release what many are calling its most important vehicle since the original Model S, the compact, affordable, and surprisingly human-focused Model 2. It is being described as the people's car, a term loaded with history and ambition. Elon Musk insists it will change not only how we drive, but who gets to drive electric. When Tesla began, electric cars were exotic, expensive, and experimental. The Roadster and the early Model S proved that electric power could be thrilling. Yet the dream was always bigger, to make sustainable transport accessible to everyone. The Model 2 is the latest chapter in that mission. Smaller, simpler, and intended to put millions of drivers, including seniors and first-time EV owners, behind the wheel of a Tesla. The idea of a people's car isn't new. A century ago, Henry Ford promised affordable mobility with the Model T. Decades later, Volkswagen's Beetle gave ordinary Europeans a way to travel freely. Musk's vision echoes that lineage, but with 21st century technology and an environmental imperative. He believes true progress happens only when clean energy is no longer a luxury, but an everyday reality for households across every income level. Early images and leaks show a compact hatchback roughly the size of a Corolla, built on Tesla's next-generation platform. Engineers focused on reducing the number of parts, simplifying manufacturing, and rethinking how a car is assembled. Gigacasting allows massive body sections to be molded as one piece, slashing production time and cost. A new 48-volt electrical architecture further lowers weight and improves efficiency, enabling features like steer-by-wire and brake-by-wire systems that reduce complexity and improve precision. The Model 2 is expected to cost under $25,000, a price point that could open Tesla to entirely new demographics. For seniors living on fixed incomes or anyone priced out of the EV market, this represents a genuine doorway into electric mobility. The affordability could also allow families to purchase a second EV as a commuter or city car, reinforcing the adoption of electric technology across generations. But the affordability story is only part of what makes the Model 2 special. Many observers have noticed that Tesla's design language for this car emphasizes comfort, clarity, and safety, qualities that resonate strongly with older drivers. The cabin appears to have higher seating for easier entry and exit, large windows for excellent visibility, and a simplified interface that minimizes confusion. Musk has often said that the best technology feels invisible. For seniors, that may mean a car that quietly assists rather than overwhelms. Inside, one large center screen remains the nerve center, but Tesla's software now responds more naturally to voice commands and can adjust font size and contrast for better readability. Aiding the experience is the latest version of Autopilot, upgraded with neural networks trained on billions of real-world miles. For drivers who may have slower reflexes, the system can monitor blind spots, maintain safe following distances, and gently correct drifting within a lane. The Model 2 may also feature driver monitoring systems that detect fatigue or distraction and issue subtle alerts, another step toward a safer, more supportive driving experience. The battery pack uses Tesla's new 4680 cells arranged in a structural format. This innovation reduces weight while improving crash strength. Range estimates vary, but analysts expect around 250 to 300 miles on a single charge, more than enough for daily use and short trips, which make up most senior driving patterns. Fast charging capability means that even long journeys require only brief stops. In many regions, home charging can fully replenish the battery overnight, ensuring the car is always ready to go each morning. A quieter cabin, fewer vibrations, and near-instant torque combine to make driving effortless. There's no gear shifting, no idling, and no tailpipe emissions. Tesla aims to turn the mundane act of commuting into a calm, almost serene experience. For aging drivers who may find modern traffic stressful, that simplicity could be liberating. Even younger drivers may appreciate the smoothness and intuitive control that make electric cars fundamentally different from their gasoline predecessors. Critics question whether Tesla can really deliver a car this affordable without cutting corners. Yet the company's track record of cost reduction through innovation suggests it might. Gigafactories in Texas, Shanghai, and Mexico are being optimized for ultra-high volume. Robots perform tasks that once required dozens of workers, and software coordinates logistics down to the millisecond. Tesla's vertical integration, from battery cells to software, allows tighter control over expenses and performance. If Tesla succeeds, the Model 2 could reach production numbers measured in millions, not hundreds of thousands, finally achieving the scale that can transform global transportation. Beyond economics, the Model 2 embodies a social statement. By focusing on inclusivity, from seniors to young urban drivers, Tesla acknowledges that sustainability must serve all generations. The population of drivers over 65 is growing rapidly, and many want vehicles that are safe, modern, and environmentally responsible. The Model 2 invites them into the EV revolution without asking them to learn an alien technology. It becomes a bridge between generations, the wisdom of experience meeting the optimism of innovation. Elon Musk's choice of the phrase "people's car" reflects both nostalgia and pragmatism. He admires how earlier industrial leaders democratized mobility, yet he wants to avoid their mistakes. For him, the real challenge isn't building a fast electric car, it's building one that millions can afford, that feels intuitive, and that can last decades. In interviews, Musk often mentions the power of scale, that true environmental impact comes not from selling a few high-end vehicles, but from creating products that reach the masses. Skeptics note that Tesla's delivery timelines have often slipped. The Cybertruck and Roadster faced delays, and the same could happen here. However, the company has refined its manufacturing playbook since those projects. The new platform's modular nature means a sedan, hatchback, and small crossover can all be derived from the same core design, spreading costs across multiple products. It also ensures that lessons learned from early production can immediately improve the rest of the lineup. If the Model 2 launches on schedule in 2026, it will enter a fiercely competitive market. Chinese brands like BYD and NIO already offer low-cost EVs, and legacy automakers are racing to catch up. Yet Tesla's ecosystem, from its supercharger network to over-the-air updates, still gives it an edge. Seniors, especially, may appreciate a vehicle that quietly improves itself overnight without a trip to the dealership. Each software update could bring subtle improvements in safety, efficiency, or comfort, keeping the car feeling new for years. The marketing narrative subtly targets independence. A car that drives itself on highways, parks automatically, and never needs gas embodies freedom for older adults who fear losing mobility. At the same time, the people's car idea appeals to younger buyers who see owning a Tesla as an environmental statement rather than a luxury badge. It speaks to practicality without abandoning aspiration. An EV that's humble yet futuristic, efficient yet aspirational. The interior philosophy mirrors Tesla's broader minimalism: fewer buttons, fewer distractions, but smarter assistance. The car anticipates needs through software, adjusting mirrors, temperature, and navigation automatically based on past behavior. In effect, it becomes a personal companion rather than just a tool. Sensors may even detect a driver's preferred seating posture or favorite destinations, creating an experience that feels both tailored and effortless. Safety remains central. Tesla's data-driven approach continuously updates crash avoidance algorithms. Sensors watch all directions simultaneously, and structural improvements in the next-gen chassis absorb impact energy more efficiently. Seniors often rank safety as their top concern. Tesla's aim is to make the Model 2 statistically the safest small car ever built. The inclusion of next-generation airbags, automatic emergency braking, and intelligent traction control creates a cocoon of digital protection around every passenger. Charging infrastructure also plays a major role. Tesla's ongoing expansion of superchargers ensures that even long-distance travel is straightforward. For older drivers wary of range anxiety, the ability to locate and navigate to a charger seamlessly through the car's interface provides confidence. The integration of navigation, battery management, and route planning transforms charging from a chore into a simple part of the journey. The cultural implications are significant. By making EVs more accessible, Tesla challenges the perception that electric vehicles are for the wealthy or tech-obsessed. The Model 2 democratizes clean transport the way the iPhone democratized computing. If it succeeds, it could pressure every automaker to follow suit, accelerating the shift to renewable energy. More importantly, it could normalize electric vehicles for populations that have never considered one before. Some analysts interpret Musk's emphasis on seniors as strategic rather than sentimental. Older consumers often influence household purchasing decisions and possess accumulated wealth. Offering them a car that feels familiar yet futuristic could create powerful word-of-mouth marketing. Still, the Model 2 isn't limited to one demographic. It's designed to feel universal, adaptable, and timeless. Musk envisions families where grandparents, parents, and children all feel comfortable sharing the same car, united by convenience and conscience. The design aesthetic reflects that ambition. Early prototypes show smooth aerodynamic lines, subtle LED lighting, and compact proportions optimized for urban efficiency. Yet it retains a distinctly Tesla silhouette, confident, purposeful, and instantly recognizable. The absence of excessive ornamentation conveys purity, a mechanical honesty reminiscent of early modernist design. The result is a vehicle that looks fresh today and will likely age gracefully decades from now. Environmental impact remains another key storyline. Tesla's improved manufacturing process uses less water, fewer hazardous materials, and increasingly recycled components. The Model 2's relatively small battery pack also means a smaller carbon footprint per unit. Over its lifetime, each car could offset many tons of CO2 compared to a gasoline equivalent. And as Tesla's solar and battery businesses expand, charging your Model 2 with renewable power becomes increasingly attainable, closing the loop on clean transportation. For the global market, Tesla intends localized production. Cars built in Mexico will serve North America, while Chinese and European factories handle their respective regions. This decentralization reduces shipping emissions and tailors configurations to local tastes. It also aligns with Tesla's push toward a more sustainable, resilient supply chain that can withstand geopolitical turbulence and ensure consistent delivery. What will it feel like to drive the Model 2? Test insiders describe it as light, responsive, and almost playful. Acceleration from 0 to 60 in about 6 seconds keeps it spirited yet manageable. Steering feedback is tuned for precision at low speeds, ideal for city maneuvering, and stability on highways. The whisper-quiet cabin, coupled with advanced noise cancellation, makes long drives restful rather than fatiguing. The suspension, redesigned for comfort, smooths over road imperfections with remarkable grace. For seniors accustomed to traditional cars, the learning curve should be gentle. Turn the key, or rather, press the brake and shift into drive. And the car is ready. Degenerative braking allows one-pedal driving, easing strain on knees and ankles. A 360-degree camera system simplifies parking in tight spaces. Everything about the Model 2 seems engineered to remove friction, both physical and mental. It invites the driver to relax, to focus on the journey rather than the mechanics. Public reaction to Tesla's reveal has been intense. Enthusiasts hail it as the final piece in Tesla's product puzzle, the car that fulfills Musk's decade-old promise of a truly affordable EV. Critics counter that the market is already saturated with low-cost electrics from Asia, yet Tesla's brand power and software integration may set it apart. Investors view the Model 2 as Tesla's potential gateway to the next 100 million customers, a step that could redefine the company's place in automotive history. Ultimately, the Model 2 represents more than a car. It's a statement about the maturity of electric mobility. When innovation reaches the point where the technology disappears into the background and affordability becomes reality, that's when a revolution is complete. Tesla hopes to make electric driving not a novelty, but the default. As the automotive world waits for 2026, the stakes are enormous. If Tesla delivers on its promise, millions of new drivers, young and old, could join the electric movement. If it fails, the dream of a true people's car might remain just that, a dream deferred until another company takes up the challenge. Either way, the conversation has begun. The Model 2 forces us to ask what progress really means: faster cars or fairer access. For Elon Musk, progress means both. In his view, sustainability without accessibility is only half a revolution. When production lines start humming and the first Model 2 rolls out, it will symbolize more than engineering triumph. It will reflect a belief that technology's highest purpose is inclusion, that clean energy belongs not to the elite, but to everyone. The people's car, at last, may have found its electric form, and with it, perhaps, the promise of a truly shared future on the road ahead.